In Genesis 40, we are told this story about Joseph. Well, some time had passed, and two men were sent to the jail, and Joseph was put in charge of them. One was the cupbearer to the king. He was the one that took care of the king's drinks, and the other was the baker. One day, when Joseph was walking around in the jail, he noticed that both of them were very sad, and he said to them, "Why are you so sad today?" And they said, "Well, last night, both of us, we had a dream, but there's no one here to interpret our dreams." And Joseph said, "Well, God can interpret dreams. Tell me, what did you dream?" Well, the cupbearers shared. Well, there was these vines, and out of these vines there were three, and there were buds coming out of the vines, and out of the buds were flowers, and then from the flowers there were grapes. And then I was with the king, and I was serving the king his cup again. And Joseph said, "Your dream means that the three vines are representing 3 days, and in 3 days you will be asked to return to the king, and you will start to serve the king his cup again. But when you do, will you do me a favor? Will you tell him about me, remind him about me, because I don't deserve to be here. I didn't do anything." And the baker, when he heard the good interpretation for the cupbearer's dream, he went ahead and he told Joseph his dream. He goes, "In my dream, I dreamt that there were 3 baskets on my head, and in the top basket was all of this bread, and these birds were coming and they were pecking and eating the bread out of the basket." And Joseph said, "Well, the 3 baskets also represent 3 days, and in 3 days you will be taken out of the jail, but you will be hung, and the birds will eat of your flesh." Well, 3 days later, the king's birthday was happening, and they were having this huge celebration to celebrate the king. And so he decided to get the baker and the cupbearer out of jail. But he hung the baker, and he did put the cupbearer back to serving him his drinks. But the cupbearer, he forgot to tell him about Joseph.